The following broadcast is brought to you by Public House Media.
Hello! Welcome to Choose to Rise, housed here on Public House Media. I'm so glad that you're here to give a listen. My podcasts are audio pulled from my live Facebook post every single morning, where I share other healthy living tips, motivational information, and connect with people from all over to live their life as their very best self. If you like these messages, I hope you tell a friend about Public House Media and my podcast so we can spread more positivity around the world. Thanks for listening. On with the show. Hello, good morning. I hope you're having a great day. And I just had to come live to you and share something that is super passionate on my heart right now. I have this team. Some of you know that I have this team of amazing women, and we are called Team Rise and Fit, and you are on this page called Choose to Rise, and it's, what does that even mean, right? What does that even mean to have this Choose to Rise, right? Someone asked that in our team page, what does Rise and Fit mean to you? And I love that because it brings out the passion, it brings out the reasons for everything, and I want to share with you a little bit about this and then, just talk about it. So what does Choose to Rise Up mean? What is Choose to Rise Up? What is this whole thing about? Well, I started this journey, as far as I really could say the whole journey. My whole life has been about 35 years. And I'm 34, I guess, so, a little over that. But, I've started this journey. I started this healthy living path almost 3 years ago now. And what it really became was that I was deciding at that point, I finally made a definitive decision to not wallow in the suck, to not be defined by my shortcomings, to not settle for the cards I was dealt, to not become or be defined by my past. At that moment, when I decided that I was not going to allow those things to happen to me anymore, that's when I started to rise up. That's when I decided that Choose to Rise was a mission that I had to be on. It was something that God has put deep down inside of me. It's the potential that He's put there. It's my purpose in this life is to help others, myself and others, rise up out of their current situation and live a life of purpose with hope and positivity. And I was listening to a podcast this morning, so I have my earbuds in. It's by Pitbull of all people, right? You don't make mistakes make you. And it builds your character, it builds who you've become, it builds all of these amazing things. And but so many people get stuck in the mistakes. So many people get stuck in the negativity. They get stuck in what's happened to them, and they become victims. And he also said there's no losing, there's only learning. There's no failure, there's only opportunities. And there's no problem, there's only solutions. But so many people get stuck on that other side, that the losing, the failure, the problem. They get defined by that. They believe that they are a failure. They believe that they are problems, that they will always have problems in their life. They believe that they're losing in life, that because they can't get ahead. And when you focus on that, you'll always be there. And someone commented on one of my posts that they just wish they could believe in themselves. And you can. That's the beautiful part. You're the only one that gets to decide that. You are the one that gets to decide where you go in this life. You are the one that has control of your destiny. Pray to your Father ahead and go forward in His greatness. He does not make mistakes, people. God does not make mistakes. He's created you for a purpose. He's given you life for a purpose. He's given you life, and He's woke you up today because you have a reason to live. And you are created for more. You are created in His likeness. You are created to be amazing. And the more you wallow in the suck, the more you wallow in the problems, the losing, the failure, because crap will happen. We are not guaranteed an easy life. We are guaranteed the opportunity to rise above and be our best. We are a promise that He will be there beside us, and that He will give us stewards to help walk along us in this life together. That's what we are promised. That is what we are given in this life. And He has given us all these amazing things. And one of my other mentors I was listening to this morning was John Maxwell, who believes all this as well. And he's talking about tenacity. And many people never reach success because they lack, not because they lack talent or opportunity. It's because they lack tenacity, because they give up too soon, because they give up too quickly, because they can't hang. They decide that the negativity, they decide that the failure, they decide that the hardship is the definition of them and that they can't go any farther. And then it makes me so sad, and it makes me just hurt, because I've been there. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to feel like a failure. I know what it feels like to not be the number one. I know what it feels like to be wallowing in my self-pity. I felt it a lot lately, actually. But you just got to decide that you're going to move forward. And I'm not saying that you're going to make this decision and it's going to, flip a switch and you're just going to love yourself forever and it's going to be amazing all the time and all those things. You have to work at it every single day. I push play on a workout every single day because I know it's good for my body. Do I always want to push play every day? No, which probably surprises many of you. I know that this is what's good for my body. I know it's what's going to help clear my head, make me happier, make me stronger, both physically and mentally. I know that it's good for me, and that's why I do it. It's one of those things that you just have to decide to do. It's like brushing your teeth every day. You know it's good for you, and if you don't, you're going to get cavities. If you don't believe in yourself, you're going to live a crappy life. You're going to hold yourself back from your potential. You're going to not be able to be what you want to be. And if you're okay with being okay, this message isn't for you. If you're okay with settling with where you're at, great. But don't try to bring other people down, or don't wallow in your self-pity. If you're really happy with being mediocre, then be mediocre. But don't try to bring other people down or bash people because they are trying to improve themselves. That's my only beef. That's where I get real mama bear angry, when people are like, oh, you're just doing this for money, or, oh, you're just being so arrogant when you try to tell people to believe in themselves, or you're just blah, 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 blah. No, don't bring other people down. If you are the most like the people that you surround yourself with, and if I have distanced myself from you, take that as a message. And this is my blunt, open self coming to you and saying, if I'm not hanging out with you a whole lot, if I am not giving you a lot of attention, because we did in the past and no longer, take that as a message. Take that as, I'm rising, I'm elevating myself. And if you're not willing to elevate with me, then we're just not going to see a lot of each other. And, that's the blunt part of it. Do I want you to come with me? Do I want you to rise up? Do I want you to, not be defined by your mistakes? Do I want you to love on yourself more? Do I want you to not be part of the problem, be a part of the solution? Absolutely, I do. Absolutely. And I will always extend a hand and help you rise up. But the minute you try to pull me down, I'm letting go. And so a lot of people, most recently, a lot of people feel like I'm being negative, or I'm going to regret a lot of things by not hand-holding with my dad, not really caring so much about where he's at in this part of his life. But you know what? I'm protecting my energy, and the dad that I loved, the dad that that was my father, has not been here for a long time. So that's the cold, hard truth. And if that makes me whatever, then that's your own opinion. I'm not going to let that reflect on me. I do care deeply for my mom. I do care that, yes, he is my father and I want good things for him. But until he's willing to make some improvements himself, this is where I am. And so, Choose to Rise is about coming ahead. I digress a little bit. Choose to Rise Up is about taking your fears, taking your mistakes, taking your failure, taking your negativity, the crap, the suck that's happened in your life, and moving forward. There was something else that Pitbull talked about today, was that success starts with suck. And you will not find the success in your life, the happiness in your life, until you've experienced some suck. And but the problem is people stick in the suck and they don't go to the success. They don't move to the happiness. They don't move to the positivity. They don't look for the opportunity in the suck to rise above. And so I am building a team. I am building a mission. I am building a movement of people rising above their current situation and living a life of positivity. And if that's something that you want in on, if that is something that you want to be on that train for, if that's something that you want to be on a mission with me, jump in, join me, get off the sidelines, get on the train, let's go places. Because I don't have a plan of slowing down. I don't have a plan of being quiet. I don't have a plan of not pursuing this with all of my heart and all of my soul, because this is who God made me to be, as a voice, a vessel for his word, for bringing people along in their positivity and helping them get unstuck, helping them move forward, helping myself move forward. And one of the quotes that hangs in my office at school is the best way a man can forget his problems is by helping somebody else overcome theirs. And I'm not trying to forget my problems. I'm trying to overcome. And I'm trying to be a role model for you and for my kids and for everyone around me, that you don't have to stay in the struggle. You can find solutions. You can look for the opportunities if you just open your eyes. One of the things that, the other things I said was, why dream dreams when you can just live them? Wake up. Find the dream is right there in front of you. And so many things in You're a Badass, they talk about how the things that we want in life are already there. We just can't see them. I want you to do this little exercise right here. I want you to close your eyes and think about all of the red things around you. Just right now, close your eyes and think about all the red things around you and see if you can name off some things that are red. Okay? I can know that my red marker is lying here, that the red part of my weights are here, that's all. But now when I open my eyes and I look around for red things, and I'm sitting here looking for red things, and now when I close my eyes, I know that there's the marker, that there's the weights, that there's a barn, that there's a tractor, that there is a sign over there, that there, you can't see all those things, but they're all here. I can show you. They're all here. See, there's the barn. Whoop, if I can show you, there's the barn, there's the toy, there's all that stuff over there that's red. And so, you just have to open your eyes and look for them. You have to look for the opportunities, look for the success. But again, hey, if you're okay with being mediocre, be that. But if you're here to rise up, if you want a better life for yourself, if you want more positivity in your life, if you want healthy habits, if you want to be fit in all areas, and by fit, I mean physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, you can have all of that. You just have to believe it's available to you and make a definitive decision that you are going to go after it. Tenacity, positivity, all of those things, rising up into being your very best self. There's my call out today. That's what I'm about. That's who I am. That's why I'm here. And that's why you join this page, because deep inside of you, you know that you have the ability to rise up and that you can be anything that you want to be. So I'm a little bit preaching to the choir here, but if there's somebody that needs to hear this message, I beg of you to tag them below this video. I beg of you to share this with them. Send it in a message, send it wherever. If I'm going to tag Public House Media under here. If they use it, great, because people need to know that they have so much potential in them, that God has given them so many amazing gifts and buried inside of them this gift and this purpose, and they just have to look for it. They just have to open their eyes and ask him to reveal it to them, and he will. And it's going to be amazing. So you don't make mistakes make you. And they build your character, and they give you the opportunities and the strength and the character and the ability to be more and be blessed and to bless other people with them. So believe in yourself, be you, be amazing. And that's what Choose to Rise is. That's what Choose to Rise Up is all about. If you want to know more about me, if you want to know more about my team or how to get involved with us, go to choosetouriseup.com. If you want to hear more amazing messages like this page, subscribe to my podcast, get involved in in this mission with me. Message me today if you want in on this. I have amazing opportunities for you. I believe in you. I want to support you. I want to help you. I want to help elevate your life. I want to help you to choose to rise up. And this resonates with you in some sort of way. It sparks a fire inside of you, and then you have an awesome day. Later. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Please follow Public House Media on Twitter at the PH Media and on Facebook at Public House Media to stay up to date on this podcast as well as many other things happening on the network. You can leave me feedback on my show, and if you have any questions, comments, or new ideas or topics, I would love to hear them. You can also follow me on my social media account, Choose to Rise Up, at Facebook, and at KJP Meyer on Instagram. I hope you have a great day.